Good evening, everybody. My name is Windows Andar. Welcome to another edition of Andar Plays, courtesy Razorlight Entertainment. It is a pleasure to be here with all of you, and it is always great to be playing games for you guys. Thank you guys so much for your support. It's always great to see you here. It's always great to play with you guys. You guys are absolutely phenomenal and amazing. Okay. So today we have decided to do some fun stuff. We have decided to go back in time a little bit, and we're gonna be playing Dune. Now, for those of you guys who have not ever played Dune, or you don't know what it is, or any such, Dune is a game that was released in 1992 by a company called Cryo. Right now, Cryo has a pretty long history, and it is fairly well known as a popular games developer. Unfortunately, they did close a few years ago and were acquired by Microsoft. So that's basically the story of Cryo. But in 1992, when games were, fairly new, people were still figuring out how to use, at the time, primitive technology to create interactive experiences for everybody. And that wasn't exactly the easiest thing to do, right? But nowadays, of course, we're used to AAA games and things like that, but in those days, that was not the case. And along came a company called Cryo and created a game based on Frank Herbert's Dune novel. And that game was amazing at the time, and it was re-released after, I think, 1 or 2 years with CD voiceovers for the various characters, as well as in-game music and things like that. And we decided that it is time to play it on our stream, and that's what we're going to do today. Now, please note that I'm going to take a while to set everything up. I mean, I am using a DOSBox emulator in order to get everything working. So if there are any problems, please do let me know, because I may not really be able to tell, or I may not be able to adjust very easily to the requirements of DOSBox on stream. This is the first time that I'm streaming from DOSBox. So if there is a problem, please do let me know. So I'm going to go ahead and spin up the game. So let's actually go ahead and do that. Let's see. Let me just adjust the volume. Yep. Okay. I think we're good enough to do this. Right. That should be fine. Off this video. And here we go. You guys should be able to hear this. I'm gonna play it as is. I'm gonna play it with the music and everything. Hopefully I'm not gonna get any copyright strikes. The whole point of this game is to pay homage to Dune #1, which is a cult classic, absolute favorite of everybody who is anybody and wants to be introduced to sci-fi. Dune is an amazing place to be. So we're going to be playing this gem of the game. There may be errors. I'm just going to put that out there, because remember, this is an old DOS game. For those of you who don't even remember what DOS is, yeah, it's kind of like that. It's from an age of... It's from a really, really, really old time. It is. It really is. What happened a long time ago. So, the CD version of the game contained cutscenes from the movie, basically, where this lovely lady, Princess Irulan, explains exactly what happened in the Dune universe. So we're going to go ahead and listen to it, but of course those who have seen the movie already know about this.
My father. In this time, the most precious substance in the universe is the spice melange. The spice extends life. The spice expands consciousness. The spice is vital to space travel. The Spacing Guild and its navigators, who the spice has mutated over 4,000 years, use the orange spice gas, which gives them the ability to fold space. That is, travel to any part of the universe without moving. Oh yes, I forgot to tell you. The spice exists on only one planet in the entire universe. A desolate, dry planet with vast deserts. Hidden away within the rocks of these deserts are a people known as the Fremen, who have long held a prophecy that a man would come, a Messiah, who would lead them to true freedom. The planet is Arrakis, also known as Dune.
And that's basically the crux of the game. We're gonna go to Dune, we're gonna try and work out all the problems that they have, and hopefully do something good for House Atreides, our family. Yeah, so that's basically what this game is. Right. Here we go. I would like you guys to please keep in mind that the game is based on 1992 production values, and while it is absolutely amazing for its time, please keep in mind that the interface will be 1992 primitive, okay? You're gonna see me be slightly clumsy. I've played this game 3 times, I'm familiar with the controls, but you guys will get a why the heck are we doing this kind of moment that will exist in the game. So here we are, coming to Palace Atreides. Now, the CD version of the game comes with music, voiceovers, a whole bunch of things like that.
We've spotted 3 troops of Fremen around the palace, and I've sent Gurney Halleck to meet them. He's not returned yet. Go there and see what's keeping Gurney.
Feeling that being here on Dune with these Fremen will reveal something to you. Something you can't even imagine.
And that's our main character, basically. That's us. And this is the introduction to the game, right? So it comes with all of these little clips. Mind you, for 1992, this is spectacular. Remember, I mean, for those of you who were too young at the time, you wouldn't have even touched a computer. Maybe you weren't even born back then. But for the rest of us, old-time gamers, basically, who've been gaming for what, the last 20-odd years of our lives, maybe. We remember this really, really well. It's 2020. I was born in '86. I'm 34. Can you believe that? Started gaming when I was 5, so 29 years ago. The game, even today, is an absolute pleasure to play.
What the Fremen were waiting for.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and push to the beginning of the game. It is a Virgin Games production, designed by Cryo Interactive Entertainment. Remember Virgin Westwood Studios that set in motion the great RPG games to come, starting with Dune 2, going to Command & Conquer, was absolutely amazing. So we're just going to take a look at the credits, and then we're going to go straight to the game. I do believe that the credits should be viewed in this case, simply because they have done an amazing job, right? Even way back then, the music is absolutely phenomenal. So to everybody who worked on this game, even way back then, big kudos. I mean, I have to say, you guys delivered a standard of gaming that you know, defined all the games to come in the future. This was probably the first game that I really played. The others were not so great, you know. They were like, I don't know, 16-bit graphic, no, 4-bit, 8-bit graphics, I don't remember right now, but yeah, certainly nothing of this particular caliber. And this was probably, Dune was like the first truly professional game that I played. And I remember playing it the first time, I didn't really know anything about anything. I didn't know the Dune universe. I didn't know what it was all about. I like literally had no clue about the game, right? And I did play it to the end. I finished it. I enjoyed it. It was so good. And now it's great to be back. It's great to play this game. It's so good to be here.
In these times of the future, man has explored many worlds, traveling through space by the use of the spice. Spice is the most precious substance. It can be found only on one planet in the whole universe. That planet is Arrakis, better known as Dune. It's a dry, desolate planet with vast deserts. There's never a drop of rain on Dune. You are Paul Atreides, son of Duke Leto Atreides. The Harkonnens, longtime enemies of your family, have come on Dune to control the spice production in their brutal way. But the Emperor of the Universe has just allowed you and the Atreides family to go on Dune too. You are determined to use this opportunity to drive the Harkonnens out of Dune with the help of the few natives, the Fremen. The story begins as you've just arrived on Dune, in an empty palace located at a safe distance from the Harkonnen fortresses.
So the game basically takes very liberal license with the actual Dune story, especially for the introduction. Right, so this is basically what the game is. As you guys can see, you don't move with the arrow keys, you actually use use the navigation arrows on the screen over here. You can talk to everybody. So first of all, let's go to the mixer and down the music a little bit. You can actually switch the text to Fremen, although I'm pretty sure nobody can read this stuff. I don't know why they would do that. So there you go. And even voices were added. You can actually test the voiceovers right here.
The Harkonnen forces seem to be much stronger than ours.
Yep, there you go. So let's go ahead and lower this to a bare minimum during voices.
The Harkonnen forces seem to be much stronger than ours.
There you go. And that is so much easier to hear, right? Yes. Let's go to the Dune map. Saving was not exactly straightforward. There are no shortcuts whatsoever, so let's go ahead and save the game. Fantastic. Alright, let's exit the globe and exit maps. So there's going to be a whole bunch of transition screens in this game for those of you who are not really aware of it. That's kind of how the game works. So let's go ahead and talk to Duke Leto Atreides.
I am the Duke Leto Atreides, your father.
Hold on. I do want to do something over here. Subtitles. Let's go with balloons. It's just a lot easier to read it.
My son, we must mine the spice as soon as possible, or the Emperor will recall us from Dune. We've spotted 3 troops of Fremen around the palace, and I've sent Gurney Halleck to meet them. He's not returned yet. Go there and see what's keeping Gurney.
Okay.
We must know. I have to stay here.
Okay. Well, thanks. But we can actually go in here, take a look at the mirror. You can actually see us, the great character over here. There's also a lovely encyclopedia that tells you different things along with the movie clips. Yeah, so we're on Arrakis Dune, which is no water, no precipitation, and there are a few natives. Now, we all know the Dune lore. That's not actually true. There are like tons of Fremen living around. Then there's the spice. We must mine the spice as soon as possible. If we don't mine the spice, things are gonna be pretty bad. There's a beautiful art scenes, beautiful transitions in and around. Ooh, that's our mom.
I'm your mother, Jessica. The Duke has sent Gurney Halleck to Carthag Tuek. Go outside, take an Orning, and fly there. Hurry up, my son. I sense danger.
I have to say, the dialogue is good.
I'm your mother, Jess. I don't think I need to be at your side.
Okay, so obviously she's not gonna come with us. Look at the troops here. Look at how well designed. I mean, it looks good, right? For 1990, it's pretty good. 1992, yeah. Yeah, later on we can call for a worm. We're not gonna do that right now, obviously. Yep, let's take an ornithopter. She said Carthag Tuek, right? Let's do this.
Tuek.
None of this had voiceovers in the beginning, by the way. Oh, this is beautiful. Very pretty. They before you had a very you had a pretty beautiful animation even back then in the first edition of the game, but that was just basically like a parallax background, or well, that's my way of describing it. They didn't have parallaxes back then. I think it was more like just rolling textures, just the same textures repeating. But this is more along the lines of a movie. I'm not sure if there are too many repetitions in this particular case as we're traveling. You can actually pay attention to the distance being logged on the top right of the screen, the radar. That's really the most important thing. I'm not going to be traveling, you know, to every siege with the full animation all the way. I'm going to skip most of them, but just so you guys can enjoy this. It's because it's pretty good. Look at how amazing this is, man. I'm telling you, 1992. That's when this game was created. Here we go. Beautiful. I'm not entirely sure if... I'm not sure if all the different... I'm not sure if all the different scenes are unique as we travel to the other sieges, or it's just for this one, but I'm not totally sure about that.
I'm Gurney Halleck. I've served the Atreides for a long time. I'm Gurney Halleck.
Yeah, the what option repeats whatever they say.
I've just come into contact with the Fremen. The Fremen have always lived in the sands of Dune. They live in sieges so well hidden that no one knows exactly how many there are. I've tried to convince them to work for us. You try, Paul. They may trust you.
Okay, would you like to come with me?
To contact with the Fremen. Okay, Paul, I'm going with you.
You can have up to 2 characters traveling with you at all times.
Just come into contact with the Fremen.
And you can ask them for advice and stuff. Let's talk to the Fremen.
We've heard of you. You are the son of the Atreides Duke, and of Jessica, the...
Could he be the one?
We Fremen are the original inhabitants of Dune. We've adapted our way of life to the desert.
Well, I think you need to work for us.
You are the son of the Atreides Duke.
Yes, I agree to let my troops work for you.
Okay, so let's give orders to you.
Awaiting your orders. May I show you the characteristics of my troop? My troop is awaiting you. Have a look at the characteristics of my troop.
They're not super motivated to work for me, but they do have 1,900 men. So let's select... I would love for you guys to be army, but you know what? Right now we need...
Used to spice mining. We'll try to learn.
I know, but the thing is, I need you guys to mine right now.
Mining. Have a look at the characteristics of my troop.
So you can train your troops over time. They will become more proficient in spice mining and stuff. That's kind of how the game works. So remember guys, again, 1992 strategy game. This is literally like the first RPG strategy game of that era, right? And yet they did such a good job. In the deluxe edition, or the better second edition of the game, they added cutscenes and stuff. They didn't improve the gameplay. This was the original gameplay in 1992. It's pretty cool. Okay, we don't have...
Our production level has gone up.
Yeah, they're actually making 3 kilos of spice an hour.
It's production.
Cool. They even tell you how much they started with, how much spice they've extracted, and how much they're doing right now.
It's a new job for us. We should improve with some experience.
Fantastic.
I need to repeat what I said, Paul Atreides. We're doing spice mining.
Fantastic. So now we can look at this, map over here and look at the results. We should be able to tell what our spice production is. We now have 1,900 men. 0 spice production because obviously we haven't done much of anything at this point. You can actually see the spice density later on. So let's just finish this and talk to this guy.
Mining.
Yeah, okay. What about you, Gurney? What do you have to say?
It would be best for us to visit the 3 Sietches together, and then return to the palace and inform the Duke.
Okay. So he says get lost and go visit the other Sietches. Okay.
It would be best for us to visit the 3 Sietches together.
Right. Can I, like, go out into the desert and get him to say something different?
3 Sietches.
Nah. Alright, let's take an ornithopter and let's go to Karthagatimin.
Timin.
Let's do this. I want to see if the transitions are the same. Did they just make the same movie? Or are they unique transitions as per the destination that we head to? I really wonder if they did. Wouldn't that be amazing? Oh, look at this nighttime travel, man. Beautiful. I keep telling you guys, 1992 game. Oh yeah, it's the same, it's the same. It's the same transitions. It's not like unique to everyone. So like I said, I'm just gonna skip this one. Oh, we're almost there, so let it play. After this, I'm gonna be skipping all the travel transitions except for the worm signs. That will be something we will probably do more and more. But right now, I think you can talk to your dude over here? No, not in transit. Usually they tell you if they find something, which is really interesting. They tell you if there's a siege or, a secret smuggler's hideout or something that you find along the way. Your companions do let you know. And depending on which companion you take, the area that you find is different. Yeah. And we're gonna be playing this entire game, guys, for you on the stream because I love it, I adore it, so why not? Here we go! You have to love the music. The music is so good. You guys ought to be able to hear it just fine, I think. No problem there. Okay, Gurney?
It would be best for us to...
Yeah, okay, you're just gonna say the same thing. Don't walk out into the desert too much, otherwise it's gonna be very, very bad for you. The desert will kill you. There is no water on Arrakis. Hi.
I can feel something in you, but I wonder if you will be able to penetrate the secrets of this planet.
Okay, would you like some work?
In you. I'm not quite sure that you're able to appreciate our skills yet. I'm not quite sure.
So he's not interested in this labor contract.
All the Fremen we meet have blue eyes, totally blue. No whites in them. It's linked to saturation of the blood with spice. The Fremen seem to be organized into tribes or troops. It would be best for us to visit the three seas.
Okay, but here's the thing. He's not gonna work for me, so I'm gonna take this ornithopter again and go to Carthagharg. Let's do it. Okay, we're gonna skip the destination here because why not? I just want to go out into different parts and check out everything because why not? It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, Fremen?
We saw you coming from the other siege.
And you have nothing to say. Work for me.
Agree to let my troops work for you.
Fantastic! You're so positive, my friend.
Awaiting your orders. We know a little about spice mining. We're doing spice mining. Have a look at the characteristics it might.
You have a lot of men. I would love to save these guys.
Let me show you what our production level will be. This area is relatively poor in spice. Our Conans are very near. Would you like me to repeat what I said?
Okay, can I move you? Sorry, hold on.
Let's go and tell the Duke that we have 2 troops working for us.
Right, but is there a way for me to, move the troop? Oh, encyclopedia. Hi, we met a lot of Fremen. Cool. No. Can I move these guys now? Oh, they won't let me move them. Okay, fine. And what about this dude down here? I can't talk to them because I'm not there. Fantastic. Let's go back to the palace. Oh, we haven't actually been to the palace, right? In the Orni. So you guys haven't actually seen that arrival. So let's go ahead and watch that as well. Because, again, why not? So I hope you guys enjoy the stream. If you do, please go ahead and leave your comments in the comment section. Follow us on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. You can visit our website, rle.ninja, to subscribe to our Patreon page and tip us. All the links are available in the chat. You can basically take a look over there. Let me just go ahead and welcome Get Affiliated Now, Lux, Rafinsa, and Scom TTV to the chat on Twitch. To everybody on Facebook, a big welcome to you guys as well. You guys are always amazing. Without you, we wouldn't be able to do this. So once again, big thank you to everybody. There may be some errors in the stream as we keep going forward because I'm playing with DOSBox here. This game does not run on Windows. It has to be emulated on DOSBox. It's really old tech. So because of that, you may see some skips or stoppages or anything. Just mention it in the chat box. We'll do our best to take care of it if there are any problems. This will be the final transition that we're going to play fully during the stream, probably. Because I just wanted to see the arrival at the palace. For those of you who have not read the books, please do make the time to read Frank Herbert's Dune. It's an amazing book, amazing novel. Here we are. Oh, that is so good. That's beautiful. Okay.
Let's go and tell the Duke that we have...
Yeah, I thought you would have some advice for me, but obviously not.
Let's go and tell the Duke that we have...
Nope, still stupid.
Let's go and tell the Duke that we have...
Your friend Duncan is an expert on spice production.
He certainly is. Anything else? Nope.
I'm Duncan, Idaho. The Duke asked me to supervise the production of spice.
Okay.
Well, for the moment I haven't much to do. I hope that we'll be able to extract large quantities of spice very soon. If you really want to know about the properties of spice, ask your mother, Jessica. Here are our current stocks of spice.
30 kilos. Oh, this is new to the CD edition.
You can notice that yesterday, our spice production was better than the day before. Do remember that spice is by far the most valuable substance in the whole universe, and that it can only be found here on Dune.
Thanks, Duncan.
If you really want to know about the
Yeah, okay, I'll ask Jessica.
The spice is mined from the sand of Dune. Spice prolongs life and extends consciousness. It's used by the guild navigators to travel through space.
Yeah, think of spice like space marijuana. Basically. It just gives everybody a big high and they can use it as rocket fuel, apparently.
I wonder what the proximity of so much spice will do to you, Paul.
It turns us into a world-conquering hero, that's what it does.
The Fremen have a special garment which they call a stillsuit. Wearing this, they can stay in the desert without losing body fluid. It would be advantageous for us to have some of these stillsuits. I want you and Gurney to go and find some of these suits for us. And remember, avoid wandering in the desert. You won't go very far without a stillsuit.
Okay.
Oh yes, stillsuits. Let me remember. That's it. The Fremen in the siege where we met told me about a stillsuit maker. Oh yes, stillsuits.
Okay, well...
I wonder what the
Okay, you have nothing much to say, neither do you, let's go. So we gotta go back to the Orni.
Select destination Arta.
And Karthag Tuek is where we met you, so let's do it. Skip to destination. Here we are. We ought to be able to talk to this guy.
I thought you looked interested in my stillsuit. Yes, I know a stillsuit maker. You will find him if you fly eastward in your Orni. It's not very far, but be sure to fly with someone. Sieges are well hidden and not easy to find.
Yeah, that's basically the game's tutorial about
We're doing
flying with companions. Right, great. Can I in some way talk to you? Nope.
We must fly eastward from Karthag Tuek.
Okay. Back in the Orni. Now here's the thing. You can literally choose to fly in any direction for as long as you want. You may encounter a Harkonnen outpost and get blown up, but that's not the point. The point is you can fly literally in any direction that you want. And the game even tells you how you're flying as well, which is pretty cool.
Eastward.
Let's go. Now you can't skip these flights. You can even navigate using the arrows. You can turn the ornithopter as and how you feel like. Yes, there is value in doing a lot of exploration and looking for sieges randomly. However, most of the sieges that you will find in the game you will find through your Fremen contacts.
It looks like a siege there on the left.
Here we go. And once you actually find the place, you can just skip to that destination, no problem. Oh wow, look at this. What is this?
A Fremen told me that the spice is mined much faster when using a harvester like this one.
Yeah, you think? Okay, they've got the one harvester. Nice. Okay.
It's so silent. Impressive, isn't it, Paul?
That it is.
Welcome to our siege, Paul Atreides. So, you want to know about the principles of our stillsuits. It's good that you're so keen to learn our ways. A stillsuit is basically a high-efficiency filter. Perspiration passes through the first layer and is gathered in the second. Salt is separated, and the reclaimed water circulates to catch pockets from which you can drink through a tube at your neck. Breathing and walking provide the pumping action. Here are some steel suits for both of you, and I'll send some to your palace as well. I know of 2 more Sietches in the vicinity whose leaders would be more than interested in meeting you, Paul Atreides. Travel north and east from here. We've heard of you. You are the son of the Atreides Duke, and of Jessica, the... Could he be the one?
Yeah, the reason they keep asking that, they keep saying, could he be the one, could he be the one, is, if you guys have read the books, you basically know that Paul is Paul Muad'Dib, the Mahdi of the Fremen, right? So he's like a messiah prophet. Would you work for me?
I agree to let my troops work for you.
Alright, let's give orders to you.
We're awaiting your orders. I've seen a spice harvester around. There isn't anyone using it. It would be nice to have it. Have a look at the characteristics of my troop.
Yeah, so you can allot ornithopters, spice harvesters, and a whole bunch of stuff to your troops. The reason for this is because with the equipment, they're able to do their jobs better. Now, be careful you don't give them one of the ornithopters that you're using, because it's your ornithopter. Without it, you're not getting anywhere.
I'm sure that we'll do a better job with this harvester.
Great, good for you.
We're doing spice mining. Let me show you the statistics of it.
So he's got slightly higher motivation.
Let me show you what our production level will be.
With the harvester, they're making 15 kilos. That's the difference.
Look, our production level. May I show you the statistics? It's a new job for us. Would you like me to? We're doing spice mining.
No more orders. Now, I do believe you can actually see what's in a particular place on the map. Yep, you can. Alright, he did say we should go north and east, right?
Let me show you.
Let's visit these 2 new Sietches.
Yeah, he said north and east, so tell you what, it's basically up to us, I guess. Oh, they actually put it on the map! I see.
Kartok, cover.
Yeah, let's just go. Let's just go. If they're gonna put it right there for us, we may as well just go ahead and take a look.
Let's visit these 2 new Sietches.
Okay, any equipment here? Nope, doesn't look like it. We're now wearing still suits, so we're not gonna burn or anything in the desert.
Who is this Paul Atreides we've heard about? Yes, I agree to let my troops work for you.
You have to assume there's a lot of negotiation going on in the background. They don't just agree to work for you like that, but yeah. Select the troop occupation. I want an army, but right now it's about... Oh, for God's sake, come on. Yeah.
My troop...
Select troop occupation. It's all about spice mining.
To be prospected for spice before we start mining.
Oh, good lord.
We've been asked to do... Here are the characteristics. The area has to be We've been asked... Let me show you the statistics of my troop.
Okay, I need that Orni. Without that, we cannot fly. You can actually check by clicking on the siege what equipment is remaining. If you're in a siege and an ornithopter shows up as equipment, do not allot it to one of the Fremen because it's your Orni, and you're just going to be stuck. Now, we can't do anything here because we need a spice prospector.
I suspect the existence of a troop of prospectors. Well, there has to be one. I'm convinced such a troop is nearby, probably in one of these already prospected Sietches.
Yeah, he's the guy who disagreed. He didn't want to work for me at all.
Setting destination on map.
Yep, let's go to Karthok Timin. Skip to the destination.
I suspect the existence of a troop...
Yeah, you can stop talking. Yep.
We had heard rumors that you might call on our services. Prospecting for spice is a dangerous and a skillful job. Well, you're talking to the right person. My troop specializes in spice prospecting. I'm sure we're the only Fremen troop who are able to do this.
Then work for me.
Rumors that you might... good to see that our knowledge is appreciated. Yes, Paul Atreides? We will work for you. We are awaiting your orders. We're unbeatable in spice prospecting. Here, I have something you may find interesting. Here, take this map of the planet. You can update this map as we send back information to you. We are the spice. Here are the characteristics of my troop.
Right, so they're basically spice prospectors. You can modify their equipment, give them an ornithopter, they can fly faster.
Here are the prospecting. We are the. Have a look at the character.
Let's move these troops. Okay, this place is absolute crap up here, but I'm gonna move you guys over there, and then we're gonna go over there.
Okay.
Now, we don't have radio to do anything over here, but now you can see why I want to move this guy to some other place, because clearly mining here is useless. It's like the most idiotic thing to do, right? So let's actually do that. Go there flying in an Oni. Skip to the destination.
Go back to the palace.
Oh, shut up. See the Dune map.
We are doing spice mining. Have a look at the character. May I show you the statistics of our spice production?
Yeah, 2 kgs per hour. No, I want you to move, and I want you to go to this place. Yeah, so we can actually start mining these areas, and once they're totally devoid of spice, we can start moving them east. Doing that becomes important simply because if you keep the troops in the main area at the very beginning of the game, you will lose them to the Harkonnen.
Let's go back to the palace.
Oh, shut up.
Let's go back to the palace.
What is it with you and being palace sick?
So here is this Paul Atreides we've heard about. Yes, I agree to let my troops. We are awaiting your orders. Here are the characteristics of my...
2,350 men. That is pretty awesome.
We are awaiting your orders. Here are the characteristics of my troop. We are awaiting your orders.
Let's actually do army.
Feels the necessity to fight for you.
Okay. Well, obviously not.
The area has to be prospected for spice before we start mining it.
Okay, any equipment?
Okay.
No.
Show me where you want me.
Okay, while he's prospecting all of that, I want you to go down here and help with further mining, because the prospecting is gonna take just a bit of time, guys. So, let's go back to the palace.
This is one of those red nights. A strange night indeed. Nights are clear enough on Dune, not a cloud in the sky. Let's go back to the palace. Look, the steel suits have been stored here. It's cooler inside, isn't it?
You would think, yes.
I must congratulate you on finding this prospecting troop. We're now well on the way, Paul. Here are our current stocks of spice. You can notice that yesterday, our spice production was better than the day before. Do remember that spice is by far the most valuable substance in the whole universe.
Okay.
It's cooler inside, isn't it?
Of course it is.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. It really is. Duke!
We've got the still suits. Good work, Paul. Don't forget to have a look at the map to see if your troops are working well. Paul, as you know, we haven't been here at the palace long, and this old building may still hold many secrets. Our enemies were here recently, and we have already found some traps. Well, your mother Jessica has this special talent for Well, sounding rooms and finding secret doors. Go with her and search the palace.
Okay, so Jessica Atreides is basically the Bene Gesserits.
Our most important task.
Which is a secret, is an order of very powerful nuns who also use the spice to enhance their abilities.
Rather different here from the sietches we've been to, isn't it?
Yeah, you think? Hey, Jessica.
I wonder what the proximity of Paul. I gave you more than an education. It was more of a kind of special training. I expect that here on this very special planet, you'll discover that you have many special powers. I can't tell you more for the moment, but each time you experience something strange or special, come and tell me. I'll give you an explanation. Okay, now, together we can try to explore the palace a little, okay?
Yep, that's just perfectly fine with me.
See,
So let's talk to her.
We both will try to examine the few rooms.
Okay, so she's here.
rather different here from...
I feel nothing particular in this room.
Right.
I feel nothing particular in this.
Paul, as you know,
Ah, Paul, how I miss our planet, Caladan, with its oceans and... Oh, this is so different. I feel nothing particular in this room.
It is beautiful, though. It really is.
I feel nothing particular.
Here are our currents. You can notice that yesterday our spice production was better.
So we have a decent production of everything. Let's just go to the map. Okay, so you're doing your job. That's great. We got 2 people mining over here. Show me the spice density. That is not bad. I would love to send the harvester over there. As soon as these 2 become closer to black, we'll actually move people to this area. I think because it's like nice gold yellow, we would get a lot over there, especially from the harvesters. Would be pretty good. So the prospector is busy doing his thing. We'll go after him later.
I feel something here. It's so faint. No, let's continue.
You sure?
It's rather different here from the sea.
Wait, I can feel something. I think there's a hidden door on the left. Yes, let's have a look.
Okay.
It seems to lead somewhere.
Not exactly hospitable.
Hello?
I really don't understand much of this kind of technology.
It looks like a communication room used to send and receive long-distance messages. I'm going to try to open this door on the right.
a communication room. Let's all gather here. Jessica really has extraordinary faculties, doesn't she?
She certainly does.
Thank you, Leto. But let me tell you, this is an exhausting exercise.
As we are almost all gathered here, I would like to congratulate Paul for what he's done since we arrived here on Dune. He has visited 6 sietches, and now these troops of Fremen are working for us. That's a good start, isn't it, Jessica?
I'm pleased to notice that Paul now has a rising charisma among the Fremen.
The charisma is an actual stat in the game, by the way.
Paul, I'm very proud of you. All of my hopes are set on you.
Okay.
I really don't understand. I wonder if Duncan is satisfied with the spice production.
This is a communication room. When you view a message, a holographic image of the sender is generated in the center. No messages have arrived yet, but I am sure we will soon have one from the Emperor.
Yeah, the loan shark.
So tired from having sounded rooms like that. It's emotionally exhausting. I'm so tired from having...
Yeah, I know.
Even with the Fremen, we won't get very far in mining spice if we don't have more harvesters.
We have one.
A harvester is a very efficient machine used to mine spice from the ground. You told me you saw one harvester in a siege. Go there with Gurney and see if you can locate some more of them. Here are our current stocks of spice.
Yeah, we must have quite a bit.
You can notice that yesterday our spice production was better than the day before. Do remember that spice is by far...
Okay, let's take a look at the map. I want to see the spice density again. It's still good. The harvester is obviously depleting things a lot faster. And I still can't talk with them over a distance. What is that other guy up to? Alright, he's almost there. Right, fine.
Let's look at the map and find the Fremen group.
I'm so tired from...
Select destination on map. Tuono Tower.
I'm staying here.
Sayonara!
You'd better talk with the Fremen.
The harvester. We found it in a siege, northeast. Fly straight from here over the crater center, but don't go beyond the rocky area. We're doing spice mining.
Okay, let's talk to the other guy as well.
Spice mining. May I show you? Look, let me show you what we
Sometimes they tell you if there's another,
found it in a siege.
if there's another seat somewhere.
Have a look at the character. Look. Have a look at our spice production.
You'd better talk with the Fremen.
Yeah, that's reducing. I do want you to finish mining a little bit so I can move you down here. Because things are gonna start becoming dangerous. I'm fairly sure that this is too good a start. Okay, you're prospecting. That's great. Okay. Northeast, you said. Let's go.
Select destination on map.
Don't fly beyond the rocky area, they said.
Yes.
Northeastwards. Have these guys never heard of a radio? I mean, it'd be a whole lot easier to order people around that way. We're actually looking for a siege, which we ought to find any time now. They did say we shouldn't fly past the rocky area. There's a crater, go to its mouth, and we ought to be able to find it. I'm not really certain if we will find it quite so easily. Come on, Gunny.
It looks like a siege there on the left.
Indeed it is. And there's a harvester here? Yes, there are 2 harvesters here. Fantastic.
Have you seen the 2 harvesters around the siege? We must go to the 2 nearest sieges to tell the Fremen to come and pick them up. A Fremen told me that the spice is... Have you seen the 2 harvesters around the siege? Have you seen the 2 harvesters around the siege?
Okay, so how do I do this? Do I... No, I literally have to go there and tell you. Ooh. Okay, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. The spice density is already pretty bad down in Karthak Timen. I'm gonna tell you to pick up the harvest and go to the gold area because I think there's a lot to be mined over there. Skip to the destination.
We're doing spice mining. Have a look at the characteristics. Look, let me show you. Our Conans are not very... We're doing...
Right, I'm gonna give you orders. Move the troops.
Spice mining. Show me where you want me to go.
And go to this place.
Okay.
Yeah. So you go pick up there, then I'm also gonna go down there.
We're doing spice mining. Show me where you want me to go. Okay.
Yeah, I want you to go to that siege, because once you guys get there, we'll be able to transfer the harvesters to you. There are 2 of them, we can give them to you guys, and then you can either mine there or you can, you know, you do your thing over there. Once you're done, move right up to that spot as well. Okay, so that... Wow, look at this place. It's almost golden, man. Almost full gold. Okay, so this prospector is obviously going to this area because I told him to go there. Because I'm a boo-boo. I make a lot of boo-boos, so that's where he's going. And these guys are still coming. Right, this is gonna take a bit. In the meantime, let's take a look at the results so far. We have a spice production of 480 and 9,830 men. The Harkonnen have way more, but we're doing a pretty good job so far, right? So let's save our game before the Harkonnen come and blow our heads off. It's been 5 days. Okay. You know what? Let's go out into the desert. Wait for evening.
A Fremen told me that the spice is mined much faster when using a harvester.
I know, mate. I know. Okay, both of you are here. We're gonna then talk to you.
Asked to do spice mining, but can't start it right now. Here are the characters. The area has to be prospected first. We've been asked to do spice mining.
I know. Here, take one.
We'll do a bet. Show me where you want me to go.
And then... Yeah, go there and start mining. Let's talk to you.
We've been asked to do spice mining, but can't... Let me show you the statistics. I'm sure that we'll do... Show me.
Okay, now that you're done over there, you go over here. You can start doing it over there. Let's go flying in an Oni to that siege. And let's go to the Dune map. Hi, buddy.
We are the spice prospectors. Our ability is increasing. May I show you the characteristics? Prospecting has been done. We are the Our ability is increasing. We are not... Show me 3 sieges where you want me to go next. Okay.
Yeah, you can go prospect that area. We'll see how it's going. So far so good. We've taken the equipment that we wanted to our... and allotted it to our troops. We should be okay, Gurney?
Do now is go back to the palace with the 2 harvesters distributed. Nights are clear enough on Dune, not a cloud.
And we have to go back to the palace. Let's do this.
Are we going to stay here? Either we... It's rather different here from...
Here are our current stocks of spice.
1350 kgs. I'm happy.
You can notice that yesterday Our spice production was better than the day before.
Yeah, but tomorrow it's gonna be less.
Spice is...
Simply because we waited a little bit to get our troops in order. Okay, so you guys are going crazy in these areas. Very good. So until spice production reaches one of the first 2 or 3 bars on the left of the gradient that you see below under spice density, you don't have to worry too much about stopping mining, because they will do a great job. Like, all of these places can still be mined. This one, I wouldn't advise it, because this territory, Karthakharg, is almost completely mined. These 2 spaces are very, very good at this point. You will mine a whole frick ton over there.
It's cooler inside, isn't it?
This is my favorite room in the palace. Look, Paul. Look at those dunes. What a sight. Person needs new experiences. They jar something inside, allowing you to grow. Without changes, something sleeps inside us and seldom awakens. The sleeper must awaken. Have you seen the message in the communication room? This is my favorite room. Person without... Have you seen the message in the communication room?
Okay. Right, where's Mom?
I'm doing my best to help you, Paul, but sometimes...
Yeah, our eyes are starting to become slightly blue. That's because of the spice melange. So we have a message. Let's go take a look at it.
Certain new messages. Message from the Emperor Shaddam IV.
I do remind you that I sent you to Dune to extract spice. So make the necessary arrangements. I will call you again very soon for the first shipment.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't understand.
Okay, so the greed has set in. It's all about the spice.
His message? Well, our spice production has to be increased. This Fremen from Tuono Tabar, the one who gave us the still suits, he told me about an area rich in spice. Here are our current stocks of spice.
Oh, that's a lot of spice, man.
You can notice that yesterday we produced less spice than the day before. Do remember that spice is by far...
The Fremen who gave us the still suits is the one who told us the location of the harvesters.
This is my favorite. Person needs without changes.
Yeah, you already said all those things. Okay, let's take the ornithopter. I have a basic idea where that was. He's the guy who told us to go northeast, right? So it was over there, in Tuono Tabar. Let's go.
Are we going to stay here?
Paul Atreides, you seem to be much interested in spice. Yes, I've been told of vast spice fields in the south. Take your Orni and fly due southeast. Before reaching the rocky area, you'll find Fremen. We're doing spice mining. Our ability is increasing. We are now novice in spice. Have a look at the characteristics. Spice is harder to mine now. Our production level has gone down a little. Let me show you what we've done in spice mining.
Okay, so as the density goes down, they mine less and less and less, right? So that's pretty much why. So the bar's coming down, and they're gonna mine less and less of spice. So we have no troops here. These areas are not worth mining. This one is gonna be pretty hard as well.
We're doing spice mining. Our ability... Have a look. Spice. Let me show you what we've done in spice. Would you like me to... We're doing spice mining.
Okay, I'm actually tempted to send both harvesters. Dude, you're still spice mining here. Okay. Okay, you know what? Hold on.
We're doing spice. Show me.
Buddy, you go over there.
Move my troop. I was born here, you know.
Oh, for God's sake, really?
Have a look at spice is harder to mine now. Show me where you want me to go. I don't want to move my troop.
Okay, my man.
It's mining. Show me where you want.
I want you to move, Okay, you go there, and we'll move one of the harvesters from that siege. Okay, before that, they want me to go southeast, right? Hold on. I want to make that movement first.
We're doing spice. Have a look at spice is harder to... Have a look at our spice production. Our Conans are not very far. Show me where you want.
I know. Okay, you move over there. So we'll have these two troops over here, this harvester over here, two harvesters ripping spice apart over there. For some reason, this guy does not want to move. So that's a real pain in the ass, but alright, fine.
He said southeastward, didn't he?
He did. Okay. Southeast. This way.
Southeastward.
Don't fly beyond the rock. That's always the basic instruction. Do not ever fly beyond the rock. Right, more coffee for me! Coffee's good. Okay, anytime now we'll find a siege.
It looks like a siege there on the left.
So all the sieges are to the left, yeah?
Nice siege.
You think? Who are you?
I've heard about you, Paul Atreides. You were misinformed. All the people have left. I stayed here to mourn for my husband, Jameis. He died during a fight with a young man. But mourning time comes to an end now. I have to live my life. Ah, the spice. Yes, the spice is easy to locate around here, and there's much more southwards. I know several siege locations.
You should have asked Hara to come along with us. I'm sure that she could help.
Okay, so she needs to come with us. Right.
Yes, Paul Atreides. I'm going with you, and I don't care what the people will say. So you wanted to go in areas rich in spice, didn't you? We have to go southwest. So you wanted to go in areas rich... What was on your mind bringing me here in the desert? So you wanted...
Why don't we go back to the palace after we visit the three news?
Okay, so we apparently have 3 new sieges on the map. Let me take a look. Aha! Looky, looky, looky. And we got some pretty beautiful places to mine up as well. Okay, so we need to make some changes here. Right, is there any equipment? There's a harvester. I don't quite know what's over there. Alright, so let's go to that siege first.
You like traveling, don't you?
Yes, I do, ma'am. Yes, I do.
We're doing spice mining. Have a look. Look, let me we aren't well equipped to our Conans are not very...
Okay, so what I would like you to do is, number one, I want you to move your troop to a place where you can get a harvester from. So you move over there. You, on the other hand...
We're doing spice mining. Have a look. Look. Let me show you what we've done. Show me what you...
Yeah, you're not very good, so I want you to... Well... It's actually okay to continue mining there, but there are so much better places, right? So many better places. So let's go to this area. Let's talk to our prospector.
Prospectors. May I show you? Prospecting has been done in this area. Show me 3 sieges where you want me to go next.
1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys mine over here. You're not gonna move anywhere. That's one of the problems. So this guy is basically stuck here. I might as well actually give this harvester to somebody else, right? Because if you're not gonna move... Yeah, that actually kind of makes sense. Okay, let's do that. Wait for the evening. See the Dune map. Okay, you're just standing here.
Ice mining. May I show you? Okay.
Okay, so what I would like you to do is, I'd like you to go to this area, and then we'll transfer the harvester from there to this guy, so that we can use him instead. Oh, okay, you're down here? Fantastic. Go there, flying in an Orny, please. Skip to the destination. Now, there's a lot of things to do here.
Do spice mining. Have a look at the character.
Here, take the harvester.
We'll do a better show.
And you move your bum to...
Okay.
This area. And we're gonna go here. Okay. You...
Spice mining. Let me show you the statistics of my troop. Without a harvester, it's going to... We're doing... Here are the characteristics. Spice...
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, if you're not gonna move around on my orders...
My troop.
Then I've got a problem with you.
We'll do a better... Show me what you want.
Okay. You move... Yeah, I don't want to lose that harvester, so tell you what, you move there. So that way, all our harvesters are focused on the good spots, right? And we don't have to worry too much. Alright, let's go to the other sieges. Let's go to the one to the very south. Let's see what we find there.
Why don't we go back to the palace then?
You like traveling, don't you?
I don't have much of a choice, love. Okay, what's in here? Hello.
Are you Paul Atreides?
A voice from the outer world.
Work for you? I don't see the point.
This Fremen chief is a little hard to convince. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds like it. Our employment contract is not very good.
You always want to chat, don't you?
I do.
Why don't we go back to...
Chatting is good for life.
Are you Paul Atreides? Work for you?
Yeah, so at this point, if you have a pen and paper, you should basically remember the name of the siege, because it would be good to come here and recruit this guy. Of course, there's an outline telling you which Fremen work for you and who do not, but still, it's good to know. Okay, we got more areas that are fantastic in spies. We can actually start moving people downward to protect them from the Harkonnen.
So here is this Paul Atreides we've heard about. Yes, I agree to let my troop... My troop is awaiting your orders. I don't think my troop feels the necessity to fight for you. The area has to be prospected for spies. We've been asked. Let me show you the statistics.
1,500 men. Okay. Go down here and you can collect the equipment from there and then move to this area and then start mining over there.
Select Cavallia cover.
Until we get our radio going, we have no other choice except to piggyback with each of these people and talk to them and, you know,
I'm sure
allot the right equipment.
his harvester.
Let me see if I can talk to these guys.
So here is this Paul at work for you. We've been asked to do spice. Here are the characters. The area has.
Okay, so he's not gonna make any difference. I thought at least if he's there, the reluctant Fremen will work for us, but nope. Okay, so we move you in there, and you will work for us a little bit. Our prospector is doing his job, so let's go to Habanya Timin. I imagine that right now we're doing a fantastic job with spice production.
Welcome to our siege.
Hi!
We saw you coming from the other siege.
Indeed you did.
Yes, I agree to let my troops work for you. We are awaiting your orders. May I show you the characteristics of my troop?
That's a lot of men.
The area has to be prospected for.
Okay, can I make you an army? No, you don't wanna work for me that way. Okay, hold on. Let me see if there's any equipment remaining. No, sir, there isn't. Obviously, troops that are about 2,000, you want to save them for armies, as and when you can get them, that is. Okay.
We've been asked to show me.
Okay, let's move you to an area that still contains spies. Yeah. You know, both of you go there and start working on it. Alright, are you done or what?
Have a look. Prospection is going. There is much spice around. Would you like me to repeat what I said?
Okay, so there's going to be a lot of spice for us to do stuff. Cut the contact, exit maps. Hara, do you have anything else to tell us?
Talk with the Fremen chiefs.
I did!
Why don't we go back to the palace after we...
You like traveling, don't you?
Yes, but...
Nation on map.
Okay, let's try flirting with her again.
What was on your mind bringing me here in the desert? Hmm?
Obviously, that's not gonna work. Gurney?
Why don't we go back to...
Has nothing useful to say. Never does. Okay, let's go to the palace. Let's do this. Is she gonna come with us? Usually from the spice map, you can tell if you missed a siege. We definitely missed a siege over here. I'm not sure whether we will actually get to see that. Hold on. So that is... yeah, there's definitely a siege somewhere over here. But we'll have to actually find it. I'm not sure we can. This is Tuono Timen, Tuono Tuek. Yeah, there's definitely one over here linking this land. We could take an Oni and just go check. You know what? Let's actually do that. Hold on. Go there, flying in an Oni. Take an Ornithopter.
Nation on map.
And let's fly eastwards and see what happens. Oh boy. Okay, ideally, flying this way, we ought to be able to find the siege. If there is one. There ought to be, I think, because there are so many territories on this planet, all of them linked to each other. So we ought to be able to find a siege, ideally. I'm not gonna fly too far off, but I do want to make sure that we get the right... If we get a siege, it'll be pretty cool. I want to be thorough. Once we are halfway between these two sieges, we'll start going southeast. Yes. We can do that by using this key, but before that, let's just wait.
It looks like a...
Got it!
There on the left.
Yes, 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 yes! Go towards this place. I knew it. Okay. Oh, look at all these Onis. Pretty, pretty Onis.
We go back to the palace after we...
Oh my god, look at this place.
Your mind bringing me...
Why don't we go back to the palace?
This place is full of cool stuff. I'm sorry, I see like 3 ornithopters. Wait. Why don't I... Tuono clam. Okay. Why can't I... Oh, come on, that's just dumb. Why can't I see that? Okay, this is stupid. Why can't I send the Fremen? Okay, we ought to be able to do something about this. Hold on. Alright, let's go over here.
We're doing spice mine. Show me where you want me to go.
Yeah, I know you're doing spice mining, but I've got something better for you to do.
Want me to go? Okay.
Get over there. And we will go there and we will actually give you the ornithopters. We ought to be able to do this. Do I have to like go into the siege to only then it becomes validated?
Visit.
I don't remember such a system.
Chat.
Yes, I like chatting. You have a problem with that, buddy?
We've been asked to do spice mining.
No, I asked you to just come here so that I can modify your equipment.
Have a look at the characteristics.
Look! There are knives. There are Kree knives here. Do you guys know how valuable Kree knives are for a starting army? It's pretty awesome. So, you take one of these.
The Orni should prove really useful in watching for the worm sign. It'll save lives and equipment. Show me where you want me to go.
Well, which is why I gave it to you. Get over there.
We've been asked to do spice mining. Let me show you the statistics of my troop.
Take this Oni.
The Orni should prove really useful in watching for the worm sign.
And I will also give you this Kree knife.
This equipment is of no use to our current occupation.
I know, but when you get attacked later on, and you will get attacked, it'll be awesome. Okay, so we got these two guys over here.
Okay.
Alright, you go there. What else do we have here? We got... Okay, the one Orni is mine. We got an extra harvester. Who do we move to take it?
We're doing spice mining. Here.
Yeah, I know. Move over here. Once you get there, you can take that harvester. So we can actually set this up and be super efficient. The prospector is still doing his thing. let's wait for evening. Hi.
We've been asked to do spice. Let me show you the...
2,400 men? Well, then definitely take a harvester and a screen knife.
We'll do a better job. Show me.
Good. You move your bum stick back over here, and so we have like 6 harvesters going insane in this area. We are so good. Okay, so we have explored this entire space and done a fabulous job of it. I could probably find another siege over here and over here, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm just gonna go and talk to my dude.
We are the spice. Let me prospect. We are the... Here are the characteristics of my troop. Show me 3 sieges where you want me to go next.
I want you to go over here, and then I want you to go over there. And done. Right, now we make a decision. I'm going to assume there is another siege in this direction. Over here, because between these 2 territories, it's sandwiched. There ought to be something. Let me take a look at what equipment we have over here. Nothing, 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 nothing. Fantastic. Okay. Hara, do you have anything to see? You love the shadows at night. Fantastic, beautiful.
Back to the palace after we visit the 3.
What was on your mind?
Oh, by the way, in the Dune novels, we're the one who ended up killing Jameis, her husband.
Shadows at night.
Basically. Hara's husband, Jameis, challenges Paul Atreides when he meets Stilgar's tribe. So that's basically how it goes. Also in the sci-fi version of Dune. Alright, let's take an ornithopter, and we're gonna fly eastwards. Now let's see if we can find another siege. Alright guys, I'm just gonna do some door closing, be right back.
Southeastward.
Okay, so I'm back. As you guys just saw, I changed my destination hoping to find another siege, but I think we have basically lucked out. Or at least it's not time to find these sieges yet. Alright, let's change. I don't think we need to do much over there. Let's go back to the palace and progress the game. I'm sure by now we have skipped a few hundred days.
Nice palace you have here. Hmm?
You think?
Are we going to stay here? Either way.
What was on your mind bringing...
Oh, in the Dune universe, when you take a girl out into the desert with your stillsuits, it's basically a date. Which is why she keeps asking, what's on your mind?
Right here from the sieges.
Nice palace you have here. Nice palace you have here.
Paul, I don't think that I've told you about the worms. They are a danger to all spice mining. Sandworms grow to an enormous size. Specimens longer than 400 meters have been seen in the deep desert. and live to a great age. Worms attack all rhythmic vibrations.
You don't say!
Don't hesitate to regroup your troops in a place where there's much spice to mine. Here are our current stocks of spice.
Oh yeah, 9,000 kgs of spice, people. Fabulous.
You noticed that yesterday, our spice production was better than the day before. Do remember that spice is by far...
Nice palace you have. Hmm?
Beautiful.
I'm sure you enjoyed the view. Remember that now our most important task is to achieve good spice production.
Ah, Paul with a girl. I knew this would happen. She's quite charming, but don't let her distract you from your goals.
She's a widower, for God's sake!
Walk out into the desert. Stay there for a while. Let it penetrate you. Spice is omnipresent on Dune. It may awaken your internal potential. But you must go alone. Paul, let me look at you. Your eyes, they're turning blue.
You don't say!
Into the desert.
Okay, we must go alone. Alright, stay here for a while.
If I want to. You don't seem to know what you want. Follow me. Stay here. Sheesh. Hmm?
I asked you once to stay here.
Rather
okay?
From the sea. As you wish, Paul.
I asked you like once. That's it. Okay, let's look in the mirror. You can actually see our eyes are turning very blue. Right, look away from the mirror. Thank you. Let's go. Let's do what mommy says.
Remember that now our most important...
Yeah, you don't have a lot of useful advice, daddy dearest. Okay, before we trigger the next sequence in the game, let's take a look at what's happening. Right, spice density is really falling over here. This troop is a total waste because he's not going to work for me, and that is a pain. Oh wow, look at this place. That's beautiful. Okay, so we're going to start regrouping. I think we can start sending our guys down south. Yes, we should actually do that, indeed. Because the spice production is falling, whereas these places are absolutely fabulous in terms of spice. It's super rich. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? Hold on. We'll do mommy's bidding in a moment. Let's do some strategic moves first. CG map, let's talk to our people.
We're doing spice mining. May I show you the spice is harder to mine? Have a look at our spice production. Would you like? We're doing. Have a look at the character.
You're novices, right? Okay. See, this place with 2 harvesters is already strip mined into almost nothingness. So we're gonna move you guys over here. Let's do it.
We're doing spice mining. Here are the spices. May I show? Would you like? We're doing. May I show you the characteristics?
You're average in spice. You guys are pretty strong now. So I'm gonna move you down here. Okay, this area still has a decent amount of spice. I'm not gonna touch it. And for many reasons that are not very clearly stated, I cannot get this douchebag to move. I will try one more time.
We're doing spice mining. Let me spices. Let me show you. Would you like? We're doing spice mining. May I show you the character? Show me where you want me to go. I don't want to move my crew.
I don't want to move. I mean, I love my place. I just find this place incredible. I will not move. No matter what you say, sir, I will not move. Okay, fine. Right, so I want to do whatever is best for my soldiers. So I'm not too interested in whether you guys like it or not. Yeah, I'm gonna start moving these guys too. Let's do it.
We're doing spice mine. Let me spice is. May I show you this? Show me where you want me to go.
Okay, that area is, yep, it's almost down to useless.
Okay.
Let's move you over there.
We're doing spice. Let me show you what. Show me where you want me to go.
Yeah, we got a good team. No point in just letting them do nothing. Those guys are moving down.
Okay.
You move there too. So basically what we have done is we have vacated this entire area up north. The Harkonnen can go screw themselves. They're over here. That's Palace Arrakeen. I do want to check out the territory over here. But nope, Mommy Dearest had a job for us. We're gonna go take care of that. Let's do it. So how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing very well, keeping safe during these times. Do leave some comments in the comment section. Let me know what's going on with everybody. Love to hear from you guys. See, everybody's moved out. Good. Good, good, good. Very good. Alright, let's take a look at the spice density. This area is pretty rich as well, actually. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Make another strategic move.
We're doing spice. Have a look. Spice. Have a look at our spice production. Would you? We're doing. Let me show. Spice is harder to mine. Show me where you want.
Yeah, you think? Of course it's harder to mine.
We're doing spice. Show me where you want.
Yeah, you move over here too. Yeah, let's go there flying in an ornithopter. We'll probably have to make some adjustments.
We're doing. May I show you the characteristics of my troop?
Okay.
We are the spice prospector. Have a look at prospecting has been done in this area. Here are the
I can give you one of these, but
okay.
The problem there is it should be given to Fremen, not others. Spice production is gonna fall. I'm gonna wait for an evening. Here we go.
Our message has arrived in the palace.
And this is how our special powers begin. We are now using a form of telepathy thanks to the spice. Thank you.
We're doing. Have a look. Let me show you what we've done in.
Yeah, you're doing fine. I think you're doing fine.
We are the spice prospectors.
Okay, can I... Should I move you somewhere? Probably not. Oh, can I call some of these guys? No. Okay, so you guys do your spice mining. I will go back to the palace because obviously we have now become super mentally uber conscious crazy people who can talk over long distances. The opium, marijuana, cocaine spice mix is doing great. So let's go.
Look, Paul is back. He says he knows about the message which has just arrived. Paul, you had a vision, didn't you?
This vision stuff is beyond my comprehension. How did he know?
Well, come and see me later, Paul, and I'll explain all of this to you.
Anyway, let's all gather on the balcony. I must talk to all of you. Take a good look around you and tell me what you see.
Well, I can see dunes.
Right, Duncan. Thanks to Paul's diplomatic actions, we're now able to stay here, helped by our Fremen friends. Hara's presence here proves that.
An old Fremen prophecy said that a man would come and bring happiness to our people. I'm sure Paul is the one.
No, the prophecy said a voice from the outer world will come to save the Fremen. It didn't say a man, it just said a voice.
Interesting. Well, anyway, Paul knows 11 sieges, and we now have more troops with us. You've done good work, Paul. Gurney, have you... Wait. Where's Gurney? Has anyone seen him?
Oh, Paul. How I can feel this power in you. Could he be the one? Believe me, Paul, I can sense that your powers have increased. Have you realized the importance of the change in you since your stay in the desert? You are now able to contact the Fremen within a certain range. This range will extend with experience, I'm sure. About this vision. These visions are related to your education, the Bene Gesserit way.
That's what I was talking about. So we have received education from our mom, who is actually part of a secret order that uses spice to enhance itself and gain super enlightened knowledge.
Because of the presence of such great quantities of spice, you will have unexpected visions. Visions of events that are taking place in places you're not in.
Which means we are constantly high. That's what it means.
Have you realized? I'll follow you, Paul, but not too far. You are now able to contact the...
Right. Duke?
Gurney Halleck has disappeared. I saw him in the palace a while ago, but no one has seen him since. Try to find Gurney with your mother. Have you seen the message in the communication room?
Nope.
Oh, Paul. I feel nothing particular. I feel nothing particular in this...
Yep, we're becoming really blue. Okay, before that, let's go to our map and...
Paul Atreides, you are able to contact us at a distance now.
Yeah, I think it's these white sieges.
Doing spice mining. Have a look at the characteristics. Spice is harder to mine now. Have a look at our spice production. Would you like... We're doing spice mining. We're doing spice mining. Would you like me to repeat what I...
Well, spice density should still be pretty good. I mean, this one guy is not gonna move his ass no matter what I say. That's a problem. Yeah, I figured. Right, let's take a look at the statistics. We now have 13,760 men, enough to start chipping away with these guys. Harkonnen spice production is falling, our controlled area is increasing, and our spice production is also pretty high.
Don't ask me about Gurney. I have too much to do here with the spice. Here are our current stocks of spice. You can notice that yesterday, our spice production was better than the day before. I wonder why we haven't heard from...
I've just found a hidden door here on the right.
Okay, before that, let's take a look at the new message.
Message from the Emperor Shaddam IV.
You didn't respond to my orders. You will send me the spice I require now, or suffer dire consequences.
Searching new messages. Message from the Emperor.
I guess I was out and about exploring and that's what happened.
A shipment of spice today.
Okay, fine.
Here are our current stocks of spice.
Yeah, we have more than enough.
You can notice that yesterday, the Emperor asked for a spice shipment, didn't he?
He did.
We can send him what he asked for, as we currently have enough spice in stock. We can send him the totality of our stocks. That's a lot indeed.
Do we send him the entire bank account? No.
50% more than what he asked? That won't be a problem.
Okay, what are the other choices? 50% more.
We can try to send him twice what he asked for. Maybe that would please him.
It would, but essentially he's a corrupt emperor, right?
Well, we still have some time before the end of the day. But Paul, we can't delay anymore. I'm not very excited about having the Emperor come here, you know. Do remember that spice...
You know what? Let's just send him what he wants. Yeah, I'm not gonna do him any favors.
What he asked for, as we currently have enough spice in stock. Okay, Paul. Let's go to the communication room at once and send this shipment to the Emperor.
Yeah, that just sounds fair to me.
Come,
let's do that.
Let's go to the communication room. Good. Let's go.
Here goes the spice. Yeah, we send it in a medical capsule across the universe. Okay.
We don't have to worry. We've sent what he asked. Ah, the answer has just come. Let's have a look at this message.
Searching new messages. Message from the Emperor Shaddam IV.
You sent me the spice I've asked for. Good. I'll call you again in 4 days.
Here are our current stocks. You can notice, do remember that...
Okay, that's fine.
I'm doing my best to help you, Paul, but...
Right, of course you are.
A little bit cold.
I'm doing my best to help you, Paul, but...
A little bit cold. I'm still ready to follow you.
I'm doing my best to help you, Paul, but...
Right, there was a hidden room over here. We're just gonna go inside. Let's do it.
The door behind you is trapped. Tell the Duke.
Yeah, you're not in a good way, unfortunately. Jessica?
A little bit cold.
Gurney! I want to stay here with Gurney. Gurney! I'm going to try to get Gurney on his feet.
Right, she's gonna stay there. Dookie?
What? Gurney Halleck unconscious. This palace is full of traps. Damn. These Harkonnens are going to pay for this.
Well, not by your hands.
Our Mentat. He's just returned from exploring the palace, disarming traps. You'll find him in the communication room. I'm sure you enjoyed the view. What? Go and see Thufir Hawaii.
Gurney's regained consciousness.
Fantastic.
I tried to open the door behind you. That's all I can remember.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. Can you go ahead and open the door then? No. Thufir Habat.
Nice to see you again. The Duke asked me to help you. As a Mentat, I will analyze our strategic position against our enemies, the Harkonnens. Oh yes, disabling traps is my specialty, but obviously I missed the one you're talking about. Let's have a look. Let's go and have a look at this. Okay, let's go.
Thufir?
The trap was easy to locate. I've just removed it. There is an armory of sorts behind this door. Let's go into the armory. I have to talk to you.
Well, hello.
A little bit cold.
Yeah, you see the weapons?
Nice armory indeed. I have ordered this man to guard the door. Did you happen to think that we could use these Fremen against our Harkonnen enemies?
Mm-hmm.
Mining spice is necessary, otherwise the Emperor will drive us off Dune. But the Harkonnens are here controlling almost 1/4 of this very planet. Soon they will stand against us. Paul, we have to be ready to face them. Paul, listen to me. I feel these Fremen could be incredible warriors for us. You need to have a Fremen leader by your side. A leader respected by all of the Fremen, one who could rally troops. Ask the Fremen you know, including Hara. However you do it, get me that Fremen leader. I'm sure he exists somewhere on this planet.
Okay.
I've heard of a man, a great Fremen. I can't remember his name.
That doesn't help.
Did you happen to think mining spice is necessary? Otherwise, the Emperor will... I tried to open... This armory is of great interest to me. Don't forget that I'm a military training specialist. I trained you.
Okay.
I'm doing my best to help you, Paul, but...
Right,
Thufir is right. You have to find a Fremen leader.
do I not need to talk to a Fremen for that?
Did you happen to think?
I'm sure you enjoyed the view.
Oh, get lost. Let's see... Duncan might know, maybe?
Here are our current. You can notice that you do remember that spice is by far.
What did he say?
Here are our current stocks of spice.
Yeah, we do have a lot of spice, I know.
Notice that yesterday, our spice production was better than the day before.
Okay, so we have more than enough spice, but we don't know where to get... Oh man, okay, where do we go? Let's go to the map first. Look at the spice density. Things are okay. These guys are doing really well. I don't know what this guy's just sitting there doing nothing. Alright, so you guys are doing pretty well down there. I would actually love to send these two guys. Yeah, I think I should send them further south so they can mine all the good stuff. So, let's talk to them.
We're doing spice mining. Let me show you the spice. Let me show. Would you like me to? We're doing. May I show? May I? Would we have? Would you? We're doing spice mining. Show me where you want me to go.
Right, go down there.
We're doing spice. May I? Yes, spice is harder. Let me. Would you like,
What did you say?
Have a look. Yes, I know of a great Fremen. His name is Stilgar, and he is well respected.
Stilgar is the one that we have to find.
Would you?
Okay, I want you to start moving further south. We are Fremen of the deserts. We do not stay in one place like a bunch of idiots. This spice density is gonna last just a while longer. Start pushing our production further and further as high as we can. Okay, Hara?
Yes. Stilgar. I know where he was born. I can lead you to this place. Look at your map. Far west of the palace there is a siege. We will find Stilgar nearby. I always see shadows.
Okay then, let's take an ornithopter west. What? What siege? Oh, okay. Huh. Let's do it.
I'm staying here.
Okay. Okay, normally I would skip to destination, but I'm gonna wait. Oh, no need. Okay. Yes, we'll just skip. Let's do this.
We will fly northwest to find Stilgar.
There doesn't seem to be anything. Is this an empty siege? It is. Do you have any equipment? No.
Select destination.
North where? What did she say?
Here?
Northwest.
Fly
Okay.
northwest.
Northy, westy. That's this way, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. There's so many sieges in this game to find. It's pretty awesome. You wouldn't imagine a 1992 game a game made in 1992 would be as good as this one is, right? I mean, I'm sure even you guys watching this stream are probably going, really? They had games like this in 1992? They did. They did. Cryo did an amazing job with this. And following this game, Dune 2 was released by, again, Virgin Interactive and Westwood Studios. And that, till today, is basically the godfather of our strategy games, RTS, real-time strategy. Till today, all the systems that you use in Age of Empires, Halo Wars, Command and Conquer Tiberian Sun, all those games were pioneered by Dune 2. Literally. And that being said, I want to toss out a big petition out there today. I want somebody to remake this game. This game, Dune 1 in 1992 by Cryo. I want a modern, remastered version
I'm not
of
sure.
it.
I think I've just seen a siege on the right.
Finally, you see something on the right. Gurney always sees it on the left. Hi.
Like traveling, don't you?
I do. Let's go in. Hello.
So here is this Paul Atreides we've heard about. Yes, I agree to let my troops...
Okay. What are you?
We are awaiting your orders. Let me show you the... We are awaiting... Here are the... May I show you the characteristics of my troop? The area has to be prospected. May I show you the characteristics of my troop? This equipment is of no use to our current occupation. Show me where you want me to go.
Yeah, a bunch of sieges over here. Okay, what I would like you to do is go somewhere useful. So, let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, you go over there.
You'd better talk with the Fremen chiefs.
Yeah, the one guy is still here is Stilgar.
Paul Atreides, Duke Leto Atreides' son. You've come to our people. This behavior honors you, and so you deserve our interest. You are Paul Atreides.
Sorry?
Why don't you ask Stilgar to join you?
Okay, let's do that.
You are Paul Atreides. By joining our forces, we'll be able to make those Harkonnen invaders step back. We shall call you Muad'Dib, the name of the mouse shadow on the second moon of Dune. Your water shall mingle with our water.
And so is the great prophet Bond.
We must rally other Fremen troops. Of course, I know most of the sieges around here very well. Why don't we travel to them now, together? I'd also like to meet the Duke and your mother. There is much talking among the Fremen about her. There are no Fremen troops here. We must rally other Fremen. Of course, there are no Fremen troops.
You'd better talk with the Fremen chiefs.
Yeah, you just said there are no Fremen troops. Okay.
I have faith in you, Muad'Dib. We must rally. Of course, I'd also like to meet the Duke. And...
So what exactly did you give? Oh, hello. Yeah, hi. Okay. So there's nobody there because I think we basically came this way, right? Yeah, due west and we came this way. Okay, you know what? Let's go over here.
We must rally other Fremen troops.
Hello.
We saw you coming from the other siege. Yes, I believe in you, Muad'Dib. My men and I are ready to follow you. My troop is awaiting your orders. Let me show you the statistics of my troop. My troop is awaiting your orders. The area has to be prospected for... Here are the characteristics of my troop.
You can take that, but I will have you change it
Show me.
once we get you back to one of the populated areas. You will hand over your Kree knife to somebody who can use it better, and we'll turn them into soldiers. You can take the harvesting equipment. So, join them there. Yeah, that will be better. Anything else here? No. Okay, so this is going well. We have come to this area. Okay, let's go over here to Ergussen Tuik. Hello.
We've heard of you. You are the son of the Atreides Duke, and of Jessica, the...
Could he be the one?
Yes, I believe in you, Muad'Dib. My men and I are ready to follow you.
Okay, great, fantastic.
My troop is awaiting your orders. Here are the characteristics of my troop.
Okay, you're also spice miners. So basically, okay, here's the idea. Everybody about 2,000 troops becomes an army, and everybody under 2,000 troops or under 1,000 troops or even under 1,500 become spice miners. That's the idea.
Let me show you. The area has to... We've been asked... Here are the characteristics of my troop.
There's nothing over here.
Let me...
No. I want you to move also.
We've been asked to do spice. Show me where you want me to go. Okay.
Yeah, get over there. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take,
We must rally other Fremen troops.
yeah, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna head eastwards. Because I think there is a siege, and I think Stilgar will help me find it. Because why not, right? As long as we're here, let's be thorough, is what I think. So I hope you guys are doing well. Do let us know in the comment section what's going on with you and what you guys are doing these days. Always great to hear from you. I hope everybody is maintaining social distance and staying safe. Oh, by the way, if you guys want this game, you can get it from abandonware sites and all that. Of course, seeing as how it is 28 years old, it is available for download.
Wait a minute. I'm not sure.
Thank you.
I think I've just seen a siege on the right.
Go towards this place. Indeed, this is why I did it. That's the whole point. Okay, harvester. Right, if there's a Fremen troop...
This siege. You are really amazing, Muad'Dib.
What are you talking about? It's right in the center of the sieges that you knew.
We must rally other... I'd also like to meet them.
You always want to chat, don't you?
Are you Muad'Dib?
The voice from the outer world.
These Harkonnens have despised us and treated us badly for too long. You can count on my troops for aid in your battles.
Okay.
We are awaiting your orders. May I show you the characteristics of my...
Okay, you're pretty strong.
Here are the characteristics of my troop. There's nothing like military training. May I show you the characteristics?
You have a harvester. Okay, you're gonna take all of this.
Glad to have some crisp. Here are the characteristics. Harkonnens are not very... Show me.
Okay, what I would like you to do is take these guys and go join our people. Also over there. Once you've joined the troops over there, I'll decide what to do about your final equipment and everything. Cool. Any other thing that Stilgar has not thought of? Let's go over there.
We must rally other Fremen. I'd also like... There are no... Someone was here at one time. They left...
You like traveling, don't you?
We must rally other Fremen troops.
Okay, you're saying there's something here. What's here? Oh, okay, there's a pair of Kree over there. Fine. Ornies? Whoa, there's a full set mining equipment, man.
We must rally other... I'd also like to meet them.
Welcome to our siege.
Pleasure to be here, buddy.
Coming from the other siege. These Harkonnens have despised us and treated us badly for too long. You can count on my troops for aid in your battles.
Okay, so you're gonna rally to me, right?
Orders. My troop is awaiting your orders.
Yeah, but it depends on how many people are there. Oh yeah, okay. 1070 means you're gonna be spice miners.
The spice harvester.
Of course. Take the Orni, take the spice harvester. Fantastic.
I'm sure that we'll do a show me where you want.
You will then move your ass and go to
do spice mine. Show me where you want me.
Buddy, I said move. Right. Yeah, don't go there. I don't think that's necessary, not right now.
Okay.
You can go over there. Okay, so have I explored everything right now? I think so. I came here, I explored this place. Yes, I explored this area, this place. Okay, all done, right? Done. Alright, fine. Let's take a look at the map. Is there any other area we can explore? Okay, I'm pretty sure there are some sieges over here. Not gonna go hunting for sieges right this moment, but I'm pretty sure they're there. Technically, if I used a little bit of common sense, I would say you trace the average. It'll be around this area. Are we gonna fly there right now? Probably not. No. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Center on our palace. No, we're gonna go here. Let's go find the place where the prospector is waiting. We have to give him orders. Go there flying in an Oni. We have a message.
A worm has swallowed our harvester. A worm has swallowed our harvester.
Well, that went well.
We are the spice prospectors. Here are the character prospecting has been done in... We're doing spice mining. Our ability... Let me show you... A worm has come, Muad'Dib. By chance, we've been able to protect ourselves. Spice is hard. Let me show you what we've done in...
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine if there's a worm, you're so screwed. Okay, so we got people moving in, but at this very moment, it's not going very well. Let's see. You guys are here. Do you have any equipment in this area? No.
We're doing spice. Our ability... Let me show you the statistics. A worm has come, Muad'Dib. We're doing spice. Our ability... Have a look at the characteristics of...
Yeah, you need to become an army. Army trooper. 100%.
There's nothing like military training.
Right, you got your Kree knives.
Okay.
Done.
We're doing... Our ability... Have a look at the characteristics of my troop. It's a new job for us. Would you... We're doing... Our ability... Have a look at the characteristics of... Show me where you want me to go.
Okay, I want you to move to Habanya Timin. I think that's where you're gonna be just fine. Modify your equipment. Done. I want you to move to other sieges where you'll need to start looking for spice. You can go over here, you can go over here, you can go over there. Yep, go do that. Go take care of it. Shoot! And let's go to Tuono Tabir.
We're doing spice. Let me show. May I show you this? We aren't well equipped to extract spice. Would you like? We're doing. Let me show you the statistics. Show me where you want me to go. Okay.
Now he's moving. The reason he's moving is because Stilgar is now on my side, and that's why he's decided to move his bum and be supportive. The useless monkey. Okay, do we have anybody up there? Okay, nothing down there. Right, go there flying in an Orny, please. Okay. So we got a bunch of people coming in now from this side. Everybody's coming in. Good. Right, so let's go down here because in this desert is a guy that I have to speak to.
I'd also like to meet the Duke.
You'd better talk with the Fremen chiefs.
You don't say!
We're doing spice mining. We saw you coming from the other siege. Yes, Muad'Dib. I want to be part of your followers. May you and Stilgar bring our people the revival we hope for so much. We are awaiting your order. May I show you the characteristics of my... We are awaiting... Have a look at the characteristics of my troop. We are awaiting you.
Yeah, you need to be an army.
There's nothing like military...
Definitely, simply because of the 2,000 men that you have. Okay, go back to the map. I need to talk to you guys.
We're doing spice mining. Let me show you this... Okay. We're doing... Let me show you the...
Okay, you will also be spice miners, that's fine.
Let me show you the statistics of my...
1,900, okay.
We're doing spice mine. Let me show you the statistics. Look.
Okay, so out of this, one of you...
Said Muad'Dib.
This guy's got 1,900 and could be a potentially powerful troop. Although I'm not very sure about it. Okay, you go right up to Timin, wherever that is. Oh, Banya Timin. Yeah, you go there.
We're doing spice mining. Our ability... Let me show you the statistics of my troop. My troop is currently going to another siege. Show me where you want me to go. My troop is currently going to another siege.
Okay, where am I right now? Habanya Tuek.
My troop is currently going... Show me where you want...
Change destination to Habanya Tuek. Okay, because you can pick that stuff up.
Mining. Here are the characteristics... Okay. We're doing our ability... Here are the characteristics of my troop.
Change troop occupation, specialize in the army.
Military training. Show me where you want me to go. Okay.
Go to Habanya Timin. Very good. Okay, so you're here. Hi.
Doing military training. Let me show you this. Okay. We're doing spice mining. Here are the characteristics of my troop.
Actually, with your 2,000 men. Huh. Yeah, you need to be an army too.
Military training. Okay.
Can you do anything with an Orny?
This equipment is of no use to us.
Yeah, I was thinking that you have no use for it. Okay. So, you're gonna move also to Habanya Timin, right?
We are doing military training. Have a look at the character. Would you like me? We are doing military training. I don't think I can find laser guns in all of the...
Yeah, I was just saying.
Training. Let me show... It's a new job for us. Okay? We're going to search for some Chris.
Okay, you go do that.
We are doing military training. Here are the characteristics of my troop.
Right. Alright, what about you, buddy?
Military training. Here are the... Would you like me to repeat what I said? I don't think I can find... Show me.
Yeah, we're out of equipment. Okay, all the cool dudes can come over here.
We're doing spice mining. Here are the characteristics of my troop. Okay. Show me where you want me to go. We're doing spice mining. Show me where you want me to go.
Okay, come down here. Oh, you're already here.
We're doing
Good.
spice mining.
It's like instant movement right there. Good. Now you're well equipped, right? Fantastic. Okay, so you're a happy person.
Spice mining. I don't think I can find an Orni available.
Yeah, there are no Ornis available at that spot. Okay.
We're doing military training. Here are the characteristics. Okay. We're doing military training. Have a look at the characteristics. Glad to have some Krishna.
Very good. Okay, we are setting up an army, dude. We got an army. Alright, who else do we have to play around with? Right. Emperor's message, probably.
Nothing coming from this siege. I wonder what's going on there.
What? What do you mean? Tuono clan. Huh? What do you... Wait, what are you talking about? Tuono Tabir, Tuono Timen... Sorry, but I'm right here. Okay. Something's going on.
I'd like to meet the... We've got a problem here. The first solution I can think of is to separate them. But we will have this problem again in the future. There may be another solution. Perhaps if something could make them forget their differences.
Okay, so the Fremen are currently having some problems related to whatever's happening.
On your mind, bringing me here.
The Fremen are having some problems sorting out various mutual differences, I think.
Life is impossible here. We came from the south, you know. Why would you make us live with Fremen from the north? They don't even know what deep desert is.
Oh boy. Okay.
Life is impossible here.
Yeah, you already told me your excuse. The other guy?
Spice mining. Have a look. Look. Our May I show you this statistic?
I assume you are the one with the problem?
To understand Fremen from the south.
Here we go.
Seem to have such different values from ours.
This sounds very American these days, right? The whole liberals can't understand
with them.
Conservatives and vice versa.
I'd also like to meet the Duke. We've got a problem. There's still some...
Okay, well, fine. I just wanted you guys to gather here for different reasons. It had very little to do with you guys working together.
We refuse. We refuse to work anymore. We're doing spice mining. Here are the characteristics. Look, our production level has gone up. May I show you the characteristics of my troop? I'm sure that we'll do a better job with it. We refuse to work.
Okay, so you guys need to be separated is what you're saying. Okay. You already have a harvester. Is there... Okay, there's nothing else here.
We refuse...
But I don't know how many troops you have, buddy. That's what I want to move. Well, that's what I want to know. Okay, you go there. And you start working. Alright.
Doing spice mining. Have a look at the character. Let me show this area. We aren't well equipped to extract spice. Would you like to have a look? This area is relatively poor. Here are the characteristics of my troop. Okay.
Right.
We're doing... Have a look at the characteristics of my...
You don't have enough troops.
Here are the characteristics. Let me show you what our...
Neither do you. Okay. What about you?
Let me show you the statistics.
You're kind of okay, but again, 1,740, I'm not going to turn you into marauders or anything. What about you, buddy?
Doing spice. Here are the characteristics of my troop.
No, thank you.
Okay. We're doing... Have a look at the characteristics of... Let me show you what our production level is.
So this place is a complete mess. So you know what? Hold on.
We're doing... Show me what you want.
You're gonna move to, let's see, which area will you move to? Go there.
Show me where you want me to go.
These two don't get along.
Okay.
Just to make sure you don't murder each other.
We're doing spice mining. Let me show you the statistics of my... Show me where you want me to go. Okay.
Yeah, these two got along just fine. We should be okay with those. We got some equipment here. I would like to allocate that as soon as possible.
I'd also like to meet the Duke.
I know, but I got other things to do. Hold on. Wait for evening. I think we have a message. We'll have to deal with that. The Emperor's gonna be really ticked.
A worm has swallowed our harvest.
Paul.
Okay, so all of you are doing your thing. Whose harvester was... Oh god, okay. Can I tell you to go search for... No, I can't. Fantastic. You're also... Alright.
We're doing military training. Let me show you the statistics of my troop. Okay. Show me where you want me to go. Okay. We're doing spice mining. Okay.
Yeah, you can go pick up this harvester over here. Okay, so far so good. We're pretty much kind of set now. Yeah, our guy is still working. Let's go back to the palace and hopefully we don't get our bombs shot off. By Sadukar assault troopers.
I'd also like to meet the Duke.
Okay, first there's a message. I'm sure there's a message. View new messages.
Message from the Emperor shut down on the floor.
Oh, just one? Okay.
I want a shipment of spice today.
Double what he asked for the last time, you jackass.
I was sure you were capable of finding a great Fremen. Good. Go and introduce Stilgar to your father and mother.
I have faith in you, Muad'Dib. I'd also like to meet the...
Okay.
Here are our current stocks of spice.
Yeah, I think we should take care of this first. 29,820 kilos of spice. Good.
You can notice that yesterday we produced less spice than the day before.
The reason for that being we were shuffling everybody in and out. That's why, in and out of sieges.
The Emperor asked for a spice shipment, didn't he? We can send him what he asked for, as we currently have enough spice in... Okay, Paul, let's go. Good, let's go. Come on, let's go to the communication room.
I'm staying here.
Yes, you are. Here goes the medical capsule, polluting the galaxy with plastic.
The spice has been shipped. Now let's... We don't have to worry. The answer is...
Searching new messages.
So this continues pretty much till the end of the game.
You sent me the spice I've asked for. Good. I'll call you again in 4 days.
The Emperor only seems to be interested in getting spice. I wonder if he is hiding something.
What do you think?
You Stilgar to you.
Donkey, do you have anything to say?
Stocks of spice.
Nothing. Okay.
A little bit cold. I'm still ready to follow.
Paul, I'm glad to see you're back. Who's this man with you?
I know of him, Leto. That's Stilgar, the Fremen leader. Every Fremen thinks of him as a great man. They all respect him.
Alright, I think we got a problem. Did the stream just stop? Hold on guys, just a moment. Need to check something. Okay, there seems to be a problem with the stream. Let me just take a look at what's happening out here. Okay, the stream seems to be fine on Twitch. So why am I not getting it? What's going on Facebook?
We refuse to work.
Okay, we have a problem. Right, I think the broadcast has been interrupted on Facebook Live for some reason. I need to try and fix this. Hold on. Okay, clearly there's something wrong over here. Okay, I'm gonna try restarting the stream. I think that's better. There is something wrong. I'm not able to get a broadcast on Facebook Live. Yeah, okay, we're gonna end the stream over here, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and resume the game later on. I'm just gonna restart the stream. So for everybody on Twitch, stand by while we restart the stream for everyone. But thank you guys so much for joining. Be back very soon. One moment.